Welcome back to our series. The next question for us is, in our last video, we learned that we were created for the glory of God. And just as it is important to know this, it is also important that we know God also created everything. To know that God created the world is not a philosophy, rather a theology. And what does this theology teach us? When God created the universe, He placed in it the assurance that humankind would know that God exists. The purpose of creation is this: to show God's glory. And the problem with the world is that they do not want to acknowledge God. They know God exists, but refuse to acknowledge Him. We have seen God. We have seen the proof of His existence. And God has brought us to know Him. The fundamental difference of the born-again Christian is that we acknowledge and worship God. When we step outside and see the trees dancing in the wind, leaves blooming in the spring, ants crawling, when we hear dogs barking and birds chirping, we witness creation glorifying God. And yet creation can only tell us that God exists. It cannot teach us salvation that God provides. We read that in the book of John that Jesus was the spoken word from God's mouth in the beginning of the universe. Right? Jesus, who came to be the light of humankind, became the light of creation. This Jesus is how we receive salvation. And creation is pointing us to Him. This is good. It is good that we know there exists a God. It is good that creation's purpose is for God's use. It is especially good that we have come to know Jesus. And if we have not, please learn, be taught about Him today. Read the Bible, read the book of John. See and believe what creation is calling us to witness.